Hello Booktube, hello book friends, welcome back to my channel and another video and another tag video. This is the Book Confessions tag, which is was a brand new original tag created by Becky at Book Reviews with Becky, and I was tagged by Pat at Book Chat with Pat. So thank you to both of them. It is 9 prompts and a tag prompt. So let's get started. So prompt number 1. What is an unpopular book opinion preference you have? I don't think I have. I don't know. I'm not quite sure I understand the question, but an unpopular book opinion or preference you have. I can't think of one. I think I have an opinion that no, I don't even think that's unpopular. I think I'm going to take a pass on. That's not very good, is it? First prompt and taking a pass. Maybe I'll come back to it. Let me have a think. Prompt number 2. Has your reading taste changed over the years? How? Yes, definitely. I think I am much more widely read than I used to be. I used to focus solely on sort of one or two genres like crime and horror, and now I read much more widely than that. I read a lot more non-fiction than I used to, say, 10 years ago. I pretty much would have said 10, no, a bit more than that, say 15 plus years ago, I wouldn't have read much non-fiction, but I read much more non-fiction now. So yeah, that's probably pretty. I think it's reading more widely and reading more non-fiction. I think, pretty much 50-50 fiction, non-fiction nowadays, whereas it used to be more like 80-20. What genre do you read to get out of a book slump? I have a whole list of, I don't particularly read a genre, but I have a whole list of different authors and series that I like to read if I think I'm getting into a slump. So things like Dick Francis, the May Gray novels, Alistair MacLean, Stephen King, all sorts of different authors, mostly fiction, I think, though, I would say, to gets me out of a book slump rather than non-fiction. What are some of your automatic buy authors? Okay, I don't think I have that many. Stephen King would be one. Robert Macfarlane would be another, who writes kind of natural history stroke sort of non-fiction, environmental non-fiction books. Rob Cowan, who wrote Common Ground, which I plug quite frequently on this channel. Yeah, those are probably. Sorry, I'm going to caveat that by saying they're the automatic kind of pre-order. If I have a new book coming out, I will pre-order it. There might be other authors who I will automatically buy if I see their book in a secondhand bookshop or it's on a deal of some kind. Yeah, so that, just to kind of caveat that a bit. Prompt number 5. How many chances do you give an author before you won't try them again? 1 or 2? So I think if somebody has really strongly said, this is a great book or this is a great author, and I read it and go, I'm not enjoying it, it's not doing it for me, and they're quite insistent, then I might read a second one. But I think there is, a recognition that some people will rave about a particular author and other people will go, don't get it. Why are you why do you like that author so much? So yeah, 1 or 2. I'm trying to think of anybody who I don't know. I can't think of anyone off the top of my head who I've tried and then put down and come back to a later date and tried. I can't think of any odd books. That I've kind of stopped and given up on and come back to. Do you have anything you like to do, listen to while you read? No, I generally don't. If it's a paper book or an ebook, then I need just to be doing that. If I get distracted by music or something, I can't sit in front of the telly and read, for example. I I do occasionally listen, or have in the past listened to audiobooks in the car, and really tends to have to be non-fiction. I can't listen to fiction while I'm driving, and I do the same sometimes when I'm walking the dogs. I'll listen to an audiobook, but not. If it's an audiobook, I can do other things. If it's a paper book, I can't listen to anything else. So no. 7. How far do you read before DNF'ing? That's changed. I have a rule that is. I used to have a rule that it was like 100 pages or 20% of the book, depending on what that looked like in terms of, because some books are like 150 pages, and if you've read 100 pages, well, you might as well just finish the book. So now I do 100 pages minus my age. I've just had a birthday, so it's gone down. So it is, how old am I? It's 47 pages. And it might not be a DNF. It might be a not right now. So depending on how I'm feeling about it, if it's like, I'm prepared to give this book another go, or I might get to that point and say, I'm prepared to give it another 30, 40 pages. So yeah, I think it depends on the particular book and where I am with it. But yeah, so yeah, 47 pages. Work it out. Problem number 8. Do you ever find yourself making the same faces as the characters in the book? Yeah, I think I do, actually. Particularly when they're like frustrated, or there's some consternation there, and I'm really like gripping the book, kind of, come on. So yeah, I think I do. I don't think I ever. Yeah, I do catch myself doing it, and I get funny looks from my wife sometimes when she's like, "What are you reading?" Yeah, so yes, it does happen. 9. Rereading, yes, no, depends. All of the above. I do reread, but not every book. Some books I've reread multiple times. Some books I know I've read once, but I know I will come back to. Other books, no, and very often they go to charity, or we've got a book exchange box in our village, so they go there. So I guess depends, but it's yes and no. Number 10, tag other booktubers. I will have a look and see who else has been tagged, and then maybe tag some more people in the description. Coming back to prompt number 1, I still can't think of whether I've got an unpopular book opinion or preference. I don't read books in the bath. Does that count? No, maybe that counts. I don't know. Anyway, thank you, Pat, for tagging me. Thank you, Becky, for creating the tag. It's been fun. And thank you guys for watching. And I will speak to you again soon. Take care. Bye-bye.